Hi there, it's Debbie with the Pickin Coop Farmstead. This morning I'm out in the garden, again, my favorite place to be. So today I'm going to sporadically plant some more sunflowers towards my end of my beds, just so they don't overshadow everything else that's going on in there. So come along and hang out. Okay, these little guys are what I'm going to plant today. These are called Autumn Beauty Sunflower. They're the American seed. Probably got these like at the Dollar Tree or Dollar General. These guys, they get about 5 to 6 feet tall, so they're not like the mammoth. So we're going to put these right here and see how we do. And I put 2 holes at the south end of this bed. Or not 2 holes, but 2 areas where I spread back my pine mulch. I don't have too many of these left, so let's see what I can do here. So we're gonna put let's just put 1, 2, 3. The beauty of this is when they come up, you can always transplant. I'm going to put, I guess, probably the rest of them, right? Well, maybe not the rest. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do it right like that. See what we got. There's 1. That one got 2, 3, 4. Yeah, might as well just throw them in there. There we go. Okay, so they're already planted. So these are done. I'm going to have to get some more varieties. All I really have now are the mammoth. I do have some local ones that I bought. Little girl up here grows these. They're beautiful little, kind of a burgundy color. So I might plant some of those here and there. So let's see what we can do. Okay, now we are at the north end of the opposite bed that goes the length of where we just were. So let me see if we can put a few of these little guys in here. They might get overpowered by these big old Hubbard squash, but it's worth a try. All right. Oops, I don't want to do all of them, just about 3. Okay, so we got 2 little piles there. I'll have to water those in. Okay, we got my water here. I'm going to water in our little burgundy sunflowers. Last year, these were doing really well, and of course, I'll give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count of what happened to them. Yes, that would be the gophers. So there we go, and we're going to just finish watering. And these Hubbard squash have now got at least 1 per hill. Not on every single hill though. So just keep watering them and they'll eventually come up. So these are all seeds that I saved, these Hubbard squash, from Nash's ranch last year. And they have germinated. I don't know why I'm am always amazed when I save seeds and they actually come up. Okay, what I'm doing now, I'm over at my tomatoes here, and I want to trim this little sucker. He's big enough to where I can put him in water. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm just going to trim him up. He can go in my jar. Then I'm going to look around at any of the other ones here that have suckers that are possibly big enough to snip and put in my jar. You don't want to take them from the top of your plant. Okay, I found a nice big one right here. See how it's not the top of the tomato, but it's growing right in this little armpit area. So we are going to snip that off, put it in our jar. Now, if you're really particular about wanting to know what type of little slips you're putting in there, you might want to have a separate jar for each kind, label the jar, but I'm not that particular. I just want extra plants. So that's all there is to that. Okay, I wanted to show you these beautiful wild sweet peas that are in here. I've got to weed eat all of this, but before I do that, I'm going to pick some of these and put them in a vase in the house. They're absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to snip them up and bring them in the house. There we go. Sorry for making you dizzy there. Get my little trimmers. Now for those of you that do not know, they put off little pea pods. I don't know if can you see these? Let me show you up close. And those little pea pods, you might think, ooh, sweet peas. They are not edible, they are poisonous. So that's why everywhere you go, and there's cows and stuff, and you think, wow, how come they're not eating that? Well, that's why. Cows know that sweet peas are toxic, and so therefore they avoid them. Otherwise, cows eat just about everything. But aren't these gorgeous? I'll put them in a little mason jar in the house. Let's go get these little guys. They're so pretty. And they come back every year. I trim and trim and trim this with the weed eater. And they grow wild everywhere around here. They're just gorgeous. There's so many different flowers that are wild. This ought to brighten up my kitchen. There we go. Those are so pretty. Look at that. I did harvest last night, as you can see right down the middle here. I harvested some of that lettuce. I got a thing of the red lettuce. This lettuce, I don't remember the name, sorry. I got some freckle lettuce. That'll give that little chamomile some more room. And look, they're really popping out today. I can't wait for that. And my little, I'm just tickled pink with this giant marigold. I just love it. A zinnia ready to pop out. It looks pretty cool like that just by itself. Now that's a pretty shot. Look at that. Yesterday we just had one yellow and today we've got two. Once they start blooming, they really go to town. Such a beautiful, beautiful flower. I never even knew how awesome. And look at this. Sorry. Look inside there. There's tiny little surprise of little flowers. Is that not gorgeous or what? There's so many different varieties of zinnias. And let's see, over here, we're going to take a look at our strawberry bed. I trimmed them up. They're starting to flower again. And so far, my little contraption has held up. The truth will be told once the berries start to ripen. There's some berries there. Berries there. Oh, there's some here and there. Oh, they're everywhere. That's good. So now I know that once the berries are spent, they're picked off, you need to trim those little vines that they're on up. And I've got to do something with that guy. He's right in the middle of my berries, going to be shading them. And I also plucked one of my Brussels sprouts last night to put in my salad along with some string beans. But look at this guy today. He is like almost doubled in size. Well, not doubled, I'm sorry. He's just gorgeous. And he's going to be need to pick soon because see how these guys start to try to flower out? You got to catch them before they do all of that. Excuse me. So tonight, I think I'll pick him. And whether these ones get new ones coming out or not, I do not know. So I left the other one to see what it would do. And we'll find out. I do want to check this cabbage though. Oh yeah, it's got a little head on it. Oh, I'm so excited. Doesn't take much to impress me. Look. Oops, sorry. This guy down here's got one too. That is if the bugs don't get it. And I gotta pick some kale. I haven't done that yet. I like to dehydrate it and then I make my multivitamin, multi-mineral tincture with it. And you just take a little bit of that in your coffee every day and you don't have to buy multivitamins anymore. So I like to use the greens. I think I use kohlrabi. I'm going to use some broccoli. Probably maybe some cabbage. Maybe even some Brussels sprouts. I don't know. I have one Brussels sprout plant way over there. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Up at the top. And I don't know if it's going to get too hot before it gets Brussels sprouts or not. But I'll use the leaves from that. And then the kale here, of course. And then I also, if my beets grow, I will use the top of my beets also. And I put those in salads also, and you can juice them. There's lots of nutritional value in those things. What else? I think that's about all I have to show you. Oh, hold on. Let me show you the progress on my cilantro that I reseeded. It's starting to really grab hold, so that's a good thing. Ooh, skeeter. Skeeter, skeeter. I did want to show you my squash. These are all the plants that fell off my bike. And it's starting to grow outside the bed. I'm going to have to put a pole in there and start training it up. I like to make squash trees. That way they don't crowd each other out, but they're blooming. Look at that. I'm very excited. There's my mystery tomato right there. But then here, another squash, and we got some cucumbers coming on. I'm very, very excited. There we go. There's Mr. Johnny boy. He was a good boy today, huh? You didn't lay in my beet bed. Okay, this is like take 4. I just wanted to let you know that I hope you're having a great day. I hope the sun's shining where you are. I hope at least the mornings are cool. Most places around here are really, really hot. But the mornings up here in the mountains are really cool, so we're very fortunate about that. We're still getting a lot of dew, so that's really good for the garden and the grass. So I hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.